ready, and... returning members all the way to the back area.
Good afternoon. As you all prepare this day to become bishops, I stand before you as a Christian chaplain. But I know that we come from many worldviews, and I invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer as your faith tradition would indicate. And if you claim no tradition as your own, then I invite you to join me in a moment of reflection. Will you join me now? As we enter this space of new beginnings, this sacred moment, this first inhalation of a story yet untold, as we stand upon this temporal fulcrum and turn upon this bend in the road, as we grow from child to adulthood and change strikes all we have ever known. In this beginning, in the midst of these tumultuous times, where the dignity of every person demands to be actualized, where the global challenges continue to shape our dreams and our lives, where each of us sits next to another, waiting to be recognized. May we find love in this place. May we find home in these people. May we find curiosity to seek difficult answers and courage to face hard truths. And may we find joy in the journey as we slowly discover all that we shall yet become. Amen.
Well, good afternoon, brand new bishops. Are you excited to be here? Let's hear it, come on. That's a little better. We'll keep working on that. Well, welcome to the 184th opening convocation at your new home, Ohio Wesleyan University. Today, we officially open the 2025-2026 academic year. My name is Matt Vandenberg, and I am so very honored to be your president. On behalf of our faculty and staff, our returning students, our board of trustees, about 40,000 alumni, the city of Delaware, Delaware County, so many others, I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you into this remarkable community. And as I stand here in this heat, I am reminded of an important truth. Some days you make smart decisions. Some days you make bold decisions. Today I made a decision that is definitely bold, but definitely not smart. You see, when I woke up today, I had options, so many options, and yet I chose to wear this heavy, ridiculous wool academic gown in 90-degree heat and dripping humidity. So I might look presidential on the outside, but I assure you on the inside, it is a different story. I feel like a over-microwave burrito and everything's spilling out. I'll just let you think about that for a while. But I wouldn't trade it, not for a minute of this first day, with all of you. All of you are here today because, unlike my wardrobe decision, you made a decision that is both smart and bold. You decided that Ohio Wesleyan University should be your new home. And it is a place where you will be challenged, where you'll be supported, and where you will be inspired. It's the place where your curiosity and your ambition come together to create opportunity. Here you're going to have the space to explore and to discover what truly excites you, not just academically, but in every part of your life. You'll be part of a community that values big ideas and bold action and courage. At Ohio Wesleyan, we're not just good at self-discovery. We're the best. Figuring out who you are and what you want to do with your life, that is hard work. And sometimes the path forward will be uncomfortable. Sometimes it will be confusing. But in just 4 short years, when it's all said and done, you won't just find a job. You'll find freedom. You'll find yourself. Here you'll discover passions you never knew you had. You'll face healthy challenges you can't yet imagine. You'll make friends who will be part of your life for decades, forever. And it'll all happen the way most real growth in life happens, in baby steps, and often when you are least expecting it. Over the next few days, we are going to ease you into college life with care and with intentionality. You'll laugh and make friends with classmates at Campo Woo, and you'll get a sense of college life. And you'll start to understand what home means here and to you. Next week, campus will fill with returning students, classes will start, and you'll begin to settle into the rhythm of your new life. If you're feeling nervous, you are not alone. I promise you, almost everyone here is nervous, even if they do not admit it to you. For that matter, whatever you might be feeling in this moment, whether it's nervous or anxious or shy, if you're feeling excited or overwhelmed, or some combination of those things, whatever that is exactly the way you should feel in this moment. Take those feelings and embrace them. They're not just normal, they're healthy. You're experiencing them because you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're sensing pressure because you're about to grow. That pressure is a privilege. And it means that you are on the right path. And on that right path, you will definitely need help. And when you do need help, at Ohio Wesleyan, you will find yourself surrounded by people who are deeply invested in seeing you be successful. And one of those helpers is the person who I am about to introduce. Your student government president, Razia Amir, is a standout student. She's a servant leader and an inspiring voice for our campus. And over the last couple of years, it has been such an honor to see her discover her passions and to grow. She is a great example of what it means to be a bishop, and I am proud to call her a partner in leading our community. So if you would, please join me in welcoming your WCSA president, Razia Amir. Madam President.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Razia Amir, and I'm honored to serve as your president of WCSA, your student government here at Ohio Wesleyan University. On behalf of the entire student body, it is an absolute joy to welcome the class of 2029 to campus. Let me begin by saying, congratulations. You have made it. Today is not just your first official day as a bishop. It's also the result of years of hard work, growth, sacrifices, and resilience. To the families, guardians, and supporters who have guided you here, thank you. Your love and belief in these students helped bring them to this moment. Now I want to talk to you, the incoming class. You are about to start one of the greatest adventures of your life. This journey will stretch you, shape you, challenge you, and if you let it, transform you. I still remember the moment I stepped onto this campus for the first time for the Summer Bridge program. I arrived here in summer of 2023 as an international student from Pakistan, which, by the way, happy Independence Day, Pakistan. I was excited, yes, but I was also anxious. I was far from home, unsure of where I would fit in, worried I'd quite never figure things out. But here's what I found. This community will meet you where you are and walk with you as you grow. In those first few weeks, everything felt new and overwhelming. But I decided to show up to events, to conversations, to opportunities that scared me just a little. And slowly but surely, OWU began to feel like home. I went to the Student Enrollment Fair, which you should absolutely check out, August 28th, and that's how I discovered how alive this campus really is. I learned about WCSA, cultural clubs like Horizons, which I became the vice president of, and Tawheed, our Muslim Student Association, which I became the president of, or the marching bands, people who very kindly performed for us today. There is something for everyone, all kinds of student organizations that make this community so vibrant. I said yes to opportunities that intimidated me. I joined clubs, talked to professors, and eventually became an RA, a resident assistant, currently living in the Honors House, and found a second home in the Service Learning Office, where I now work thanks to the Bishop Scholar Tutoring Program. I got to represent my peers, plan initiatives, and make lasting friendships, none of which would have happened if I hadn't stayed curious and kept an open mind. But OBU isn't just about getting involved. It's also about your growth as a scholar and a professional. I received guidance and encouragement every step of the way from my professors, my advisors, and the amazing folks at the Career Connection office. They helped me turn my ideas into action and land internships that I thought I could never get. So here's my advice to you. Be open, try new things, even when they feel unfamiliar or uncomfortable. Trust me, that's where the best growth happens. Get involved. Go to Day on the J, explore clubs that reflect your identity or push you out of your comfort zone. Say yes to workshops, speakers, service projects. You never know what can lead to something bigger. Talk to people, your floor mates, your classmates, the people you just met during orientation. They might become one of your closest friends. You'll find your people here, and that's a promise. Ask for help. You're not expected to know everything, whether it's tutoring, counseling, academic service, or just someone to talk to. There are people on this campus who want to help you thrive. And please read the OBU Daily. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but seriously, take 5 minutes each day to scroll through it. This email is packed with information that is really important about job opportunities, events, fun stuff happening around campus. You'll thank me later. Most importantly, find your balance. Keep up with your classes, but don't forget to take care of your relationships, your health, your sense of self. Stay connected to your family and friends, the people who ground you. It makes all the difference. Today, I'm standing here as your WCSA president, and that still surprises me sometimes. Just 2 years ago, I was sitting there in the crowd, just like you, wondering how could I ever find my place here. But I did, and so will you. OBU saw something special in you, that spark, that promise. That's why you're here. You were invited to be a bishop, and that means something. That means that you belong here. So be brave, be curious, be kind. Say yes to things that scare you, and always, always believe that you have got this. And if you ever see me around campus, please come say hi. I'd love to hear about your journey, your passions, your dreams, everything you want to share. Class of 2029, welcome to OBU. You're in for the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you.
Good afternoon, bishops, class of 2029. How is it going? My name is Adam Smith, and I'm proud to serve as Vice President for Enrollment here at Ohio Wesleyan University. And today, it is with absolute honor and excitement to welcome you, the class of 2029, the extraordinary class of 2029, to your new home. Let's take a moment to recognize how far you've come to be here. Over the past year, each of you wrote essays, submitted applications, visited campuses. Some of you may have even brought the entire family along, all to find that one place that just felt right. And we have to tell you, we're absolutely thrilled each of you chose Ohio Wesleyan. Now, let's talk about who you are, because this class, you are exceptional. You were selected from a pool of nearly 6,000 applicants. Your stories, your achievements, and your passions helped you rise to the top. You earned your spot. You represent 30 states and 23 countries from across the U.S. to across the globe. We're welcoming 28 international students, along with 170 U.S. multicultural students, making this class one of the most diverse classes in years at Ohio Wesleyan. We're also welcoming over 50 transfer students, the largest class of transfer students in Ohio Wesleyan history. And get this, 231 of you, 39%, are the first in your families to go to college. That is incredibly powerful. Congratulations. We're going to unpack this even further. 80% of you come from public high schools, while 75 of you have a family member who attended OWU. Welcome back to your legacy. Welcome back, bishops. Academically, you all crushed it. 14 valedictorians, 6 salutatorians, 3 National Merit honorees, 93 members of the National Honor Society. 13 of you studied abroad in high school, and nearly 200 of you took college courses before even stepping foot on this campus. Outside the classroom, you've been equally as busy. 238 of you played varsity sports, 110 of you were team captains, and 41 of you earned all-star, all-state, or all-region honors. Welcome, Bishop athletes, and welcome to everyone else. In the arts, let's not forget about the arts. 60 of you participated in theater. 25 of you played lead roles or directed productions. 129 of you were part of a music group. 45 marched in band. You led and served. 14 of you were editors of your school newspaper or yearbook, while 11 of you were active in Model UN. 10 of you reached Eagle Scout, Life Scout, or earned the Silver or Gold Girl Scout Award. 59 of you led clubs as president. 20 of you were class or student body president. And 35 of you were active in DEI-related clubs and organizations. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, 232 of you held part-time jobs in high school. Now that is hustle. We like that at OWU. Some fun facts about this amazing group: you haven't all decided on majors, and that's okay. But among the most popular interests, business, psychology, health and human kinetics, computer science, zoology, biology, and of course, undecided. We see you undecided students. Top names in the class: Logan, Matthew, Tyler, Aiden, John, Emma, Mia, Olivia, Abigail, and Ava. I expect to meet about 5 of each of you this semester. And now, let's highlight just a few more jaw-dropping things about your classmates. We have joining us, as part of the class of 2029, a 3-time winner of New York's regional Stars of Tomorrow Musical Theater Award. We have a chess prodigy who started in 1st grade and now competes at a national level. An Air Force cadet and a member of Bangladesh National Cadet Corps. A Bolivian folk music and dance performer. A World Cup esports champion. Someone here is a Rubik's Cube expert who solves the puzzle in under 30 seconds. Some of you are founders of your own businesses already, like Opal's Yarns, Karen Pro Prints and More, and Tasty Bakes. We also have someone joining us who competed in the Special Olympics for Team USA, a synchronized swimmer who earned silver at the Junior Olympic Nationals, a licensed drone pilot, and a gold medalist in the International Youth Math Olympiad. Someone here is a cello festival participant who earned superior ratings 4 years in a row. And one of you is a certified Ohio volunteer naturalist. We have students joining us for the class of 2029 who have interned with JP Morgan Chase, KPMG, MasterCard, Skyscanner, and so many more companies. Someone here is a punk rocker from the band Greenie Weenie. Yes, really. Get that on the playlist. And a classmate of yours, or maybe it's you, is someone who raised $120,000 to build schools in Malawi. We have the nation's scholar, All-American Player of the Year in men's high school soccer, a self-taught crocheter, a TikTok influencer, a set of twins who were both valedictorians, and someone who won first place in a national equine competition. What a class. You are diverse, dynamic, determined, and now you are all Ohio Wesleyan battling bishops. President Vandenberg, members of cabinet, faculty, staff, and the entire Ohio Wesleyan community, it is with joy and pride that I present to you one of the most well-rounded, most spirited, and most accomplished incoming classes we've ever had the pleasure of welcoming. The Ohio Wesleyan class of 2029. Thank you and welcome home.
In this very spot in 1842, students got ready for class by candlelight. No Wi-Fi, no DoorDash, just fire. I'm Carlin Crowley, the provost here, and provost is a fancy word for chief academic officer. Our Ohio Wesleyan motto, in lumine tuo, vidibimus lumen, translated means, in your light, we shall see the light. You'll see the seal outside of University Hall. Pro tip, do not step on it. You'll figure out what that means later, maybe even this weekend. It's got a torch that looks like the Olympic torch, so basically you're all Olympians. And your first event is surviving your first group project. The light metaphor is more than just seeing. It's about changing. You'll see the world differently, and you will also, in turn, change us at Ohio Wesleyan. 3 quick ways to think about light. Look, see? I know, thanks, son. I wanted to be hotter, and so did everybody else. All right, 1, what do I want to know? What do I want to figure out? What problem do I want to solve? What do I want to learn? 2, who do I want to be? Who or what are the things and people I want to serve and love and lift up? 3, what do I want to do? What's your passion? What's your calling? How will you make the world better? As President Vandenberg says, at Ohio Wesleyan, action is our love language. Speaking of action, in 1947, Professor Ben Arneson created a pledge for students. And this pledge is about serving the public good no matter where life takes you. This pledge is in your program today. It's short, it's powerful, and it's part of the OWU DNA. So I want to invite you to read along with me if you feel so moved, or you can do this later. With a view to serving the public interest, and regardless of the nature of my future vocation, I pledge that upon leaving college, I will devote a portion of my time to active and definite participation in public affairs. One way to live that out right away, tomorrow, maybe next week, our new Civil Discourse badge through the Constructive Dialogue Institute. In just a few hours of your time, you'll learn skills to reduce conflict whether it's global issues or who gets the bigger closet in your dorm room. Everyone here, students, faculty, staff, all have this training available to them. Because we want OWU to be a place where we honor, respect, and speak with care for one another. So when you pass the seal outside today, don't just walk by. Pause and remember your 3 questions. What do I want to know? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? And then channel that Olympic energy and get after it, Bishops.
Hello again. We're nearing the finish line. Stay with us. Today, students, you join tens of thousands of Ohio Wesleyan previous students who have come before you. Since 1842, they have stood on these grounds, and they have explored and studied humanity's greatest ideas. This is a place very rich in history, whose walls hold the stories of all who have come before you and all who will come after you. As will you, they struggled with new concepts, the great questions of life, and the responsibilities of informed citizenship. And like them, you are going to be challenged also here in many ways. You're going to hear things with which you may disagree, and those things might even make you mad. You're going to meet people who are very different from you. You're going to study things that may be very difficult to learn. You're going to disagree with your classmates and your faculty from time to time, and be frustrated that the world, and yes, even this university, are imperfect places. Good. We're here to both challenge you and to support you through those moments. Indeed, both of those things, challenge and support, they have to happen if you're going to grow. You may hear the term sense of belonging while you're here. We strive hard to help students feel like this is a place where they belong, where they believe that they matter to each other and to the university, and you heard me talk about that earlier this afternoon. And yet the onus to develop a sense of belonging is also on each one of you as students. When you join student organizations, you meet people in your residence halls, spend time with people on your athletic teams, you study with other students outside of class, you show up at campus events, you go see a faculty member during office hours, you are taking important steps to connect with others. And in so doing, you're laying the necessary groundwork to develop for yourself a sense of belonging right here. Don't miss those chances to engage in making connections with the many communities here at Ohio Wesleyan. They're going to help affirm to you that you belong here, and you do. I know you're capable of being successful here. I know you believe that about yourself as well, and I hope that you do. I will now read the student promise, which is another commitment we ask of students to be active participants in their learning endeavors and devoted members of our community. It is printed in your program, and I invite you to read it aloud along with me. So get your programs. Here we go. Stop fanning yourself and open them up. I'm just kidding. Are we ready? This is important. Here we go. I will embrace opportunities for academic growth, leadership, and service that have a positive impact on me and the Ohio Wesleyan community. I will value the time that I have been given to explore my interests and passions with an open mind to new possibilities. I will respect each individual person and appreciate their unique perspectives regardless of appearance, ethnicity, faith, gender, ability, sexual orientation, or social standing. I will contribute my talents, gifts, and ideas towards strengthening this campus community and, as I am able, improving the world. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Todd. Students, now that you are here, you should understand something about how Ohio Wesleyan came to be. Originally, the land that we occupy now belonged to herds of roaming buffalo, if you can believe that, and to Native American tribes like the Mingo, the Shawnee, and the Lenape. One of the main attractions here was a sulfur spring, which a lot of people thought had medicinal properties. So in other words, even in our earliest days, this place has been a place of healing and renewal. In the early 1800s, settlers donated this land to the village of Delaware, and within a handful of years, developers saw business potential and they built a hotel. That original hotel is actually still with us today. It's called Elliott Hall, and it's the yellow one behind you at the top of the hill where the admission staff is. Hi, admission staff. Ultimately, though, that hotel business failed. A local minister named Adam Poe stepped in, and he knew that the Methodists were looking for a place for their new college, and he knew that Delaware needed that new college. And believing that that hotel could clinch the deal, he convinced the owner to sell it at a discount. He took out a personal loan, and then he went door to door to door all throughout Delaware, activating the community. After raising the money, Adam Poe bought that hotel and the land, and he gave it to the church, hoping without any sort of guarantee that they would use it for their new college. You have to understand, for Poe and for Delaware, this was the risk of a generation. They put everything they had and more on the line for this dream. Imagine, if you would then, the joy and the sheer relief that Adam Poe felt when Charles Eliot, the future namesake of that building, shook his hand, looked him in the eye, and said, "Dude, let's totally do this." That's a direct quote, by the way. I saw it on TikTok, so it's true. Working together, this community crafted an amazing vision. They made a plan, they surmounted the obstacles, and they willed their way to the future of their dreams. That same unstoppable, community-oriented spirit guides Ohio Wesleyan to this day. Just like Ohio Wesleyan, you are courageous, willing to take risks that might feel a little uncomfortable. Just like Ohio Wesleyan, you are curious, ready to explore and experiment and discover new passions in every part of your life. And just like Ohio Wesleyan, you are unstoppable when you play to win with your community behind you. Your OWU community extends farther than you can possibly see. It's not only everyone here, it's all of your fellow students. It's your faculty and your staff. It's our 40,000 alumni. It's the city of Delaware, and so many more. You are about to embark on a journey that will test your curiosity and will test your resolve. Mark my words, okay? There will be surprises. There will be bumps. At some point, the path ahead will be difficult. But in the words of the great and wise 21st century existentialist philosopher, Taylor Swift, shake it off. Shake it off. And that is exactly what we will do. Because at Ohio Wesleyan, you don't just learn about the world, you learn about yourself. You figure out what excites you, what challenges you, and what kind of impact you want to have on this world. And when you take bold steps, just like our founder, Adam Poe, when you put yourself out there and you take risks with a community behind you, when you play to win, that is when everything changes. That is what makes Ohio Wesleyan special. We are a place where ambition meets support, where creativity meets courage, where curiosity propels you to new heights. So, class of 2029, as you begin this journey, remember this: be bold, be curious, show up for each other, and don't be afraid to shake it off when the road gets messy. You're stepping into a community with a remarkable history and an even more extraordinary future. And together, there is nothing that we can't accomplish. Now, it is time to ceremonially ring in the first academic year, your first academic year. If you would, please remain seated while the platform party and faculty recess. Parents and families and guests, if you don't mind, you'll follow the faculty and the staff to form the welcome tunnel on the jaywalk. And this is really a wonderful Ohio Wesleyan tradition. And then students, you will follow Bob the Bishop for the official first lap of campus. Are you ready? You look ready. Does that help? You look ready. So when Ohio Wesleyan was founded, the founders acquired this bell. Ever since then, every single year, this bell has rung 2 times a year, at the opening of the academic year, and then again at the closing of the year with commencement. And in a moment, I am going to ring this bell. The next time we are all together, when I ring this bell, will be when? Your commencement. Welcome again to you, bishops. Let's make this a remarkable year, a year to remember.